Artifact 7, Standard 3.2, and ISTE Criterion 9 establish a learning culture that promotes curiosity and critical examination of online resources and fosters digital literacy and media fluency. With my fourth grade students, I promoted a culture that fosters digital literacy and media fluency by teaching them to critically examine online resources to determine their reliability and validity for our informative writing unit. I led a lesson that focused on improving student use of the internet as a source of information by guiding them to better understand digital literacy when researching and reading information online. Our focus question was: do students know where and how to find quality resources? We also covered some related questions that were: what resources are needed to find quality information on a given topic? Do they use books, videos, articles, interviews, websites? And which online search engines are appropriate for students to navigate? Also, how can students identify relevant sources on the internet? This third question is what we focused on in this lesson. The objective of this lesson was to improve student use of the internet as a source of information. To begin the lesson, we reviewed informative writing and discussed topics my students were interested in learning more about. I then segued this into our lesson on evaluating online resources. We completed an Edpuzzle activity as seen on the slide, presented by the Pierce College Library to help students understand how to analyze the information they find online using the CRAAP test or CRAP test, which the students found funny and helps them remember the acronym. The video went over currency, which is whether the information is timely or up to date, relevance, if the information answered our research questions, authority, who created the information and who sponsored the site, and accuracy, were we able to verify the content of the information, and purpose. Why does the website exist? Or we can figure this out by looking at their about page if we aren't sure what the purpose is. As we worked through the Edpuzzle, I was able to monitor student understanding through the checkpoints built into the lesson, as you can see at the bottom of the video. Based on student answers, I could see they understood evaluating online resources. I also created an anchor chart to display in the classroom and in our Google Classroom for students to reference as needed. After our lesson, students were asked to research their favorite animal to practice finding resources using the CRAP test. As we have one-to-one Chromebooks, my students each have school Google accounts that make it safe for us to use Google search due to our county's filtering system. As seen here, one of my students researched cheetahs. As a reflection, in today's time of instant access through the internet, it is important to teach our students how to navigate information they find online to determine what is real and what is not. A lot of what we see on the internet is intended to entertain rather than inform. With this lesson, I was able to open the eyes of my students to what it means to find reliable resources. Teaching students how to critically evaluate resources is a skill that they will utilize for the rest of their educational careers and adult lives.